After Pink and Sarat, this was the third movie of which I read it's the most important Indian film of 2016. So let's see. Before the movie even begins, there's a huge disclaimer describing the war against drugs that's happening in the Indian state Punjab. And of course, the film doesn't intend to glorify the consumption of drugs and narcotics in any manner whatsoever. Followed by a big "Don't do drugs" sign. Udta Punjab is a 2016 Indian and Punjabi language film from India. It was co-written and directed by Abhishek Chaubey, and it's an extreme and vibrant cocktail of a movie. You can describe it as an action, crime, drama with some sprinkles of comedy as well. I was expecting a pretty grounded movie, but what I got was almost fairy tale-like in some parts. And those were the moments I enjoyed the most. But before all that, I was quite surprised to see such a vulgar and drug-heavy movie. As someone who's still just getting into Indian cinema, I'm not yet familiar with what is possible and normal. Reading up on it, I found out that the Central Board of Film Certification actually sought the state on the film's release, citing that its topic were too vulgar for a general audience, demanding a total of 89 cuts. But then the Bombay High Court struck down the stay and gave permission to release the movie. There was only one cut after all, which was offered by the filmmakers themselves. And they also agreed to include all those disclaimers I talked about. That's the way to go. Don't censor movies. This is rated A in India, which means it's restricted to adults, and they should be allowed to see what the filmmakers intended. But let's talk about the movie. Our story begins at the border at night. A packet, containing drugs of course, is thrown over it, and unintentionally it lands in the wrong hands. A young woman, whose name we don't get to know until the very end. She's one of the four main protagonists Udta Punjab revolves around. The next one introduced is much louder and goes by the name Tommy Singh, or simply the Gabru. Someone in control, in his prime, alpha, and successful. At least that's my interpretation. Tommy, portrayed by Shahid Kapoor, is a young Punjabi musician who lives a luxurious lifestyle and apparently not only sings just about drugs and Punjab going all high, which is also what the title Udta Punjab translates to, but he's also on drugs himself the whole time, and the movie has that Wolf of Wall Street kind of party flavor at moments. Then there's the police assistant Satash Singh, played by Punjabi star Diljit Dosanjh, who makes his Bollywood debut with this movie. The police is shown as being fully aware of all the drug traffic going on, and they're getting their fair share as well. Satash is indifferent at best about it, but that changes when his young brother overdoses and is brought to a clinic led by Preet Sani, played by the great Kareena Kapoor, who I like to call the Indian Meryl Streep. These are our four protagonists, and let me just state that the acting in this movie was outstanding. Yes, there are some exaggerated moments and some of the supporting roles can get a little bit over the top, but all four leads have to go through a lot and each one can shine. And this is what I liked about the movie. It confronts its characters with extreme situations, extreme pain, extreme decisions, extreme changes in their lives. If you want to make a good dramatic film, in most cases you can't be nice to your characters. You have to send them through hell sometimes. This is especially true for the young woman who has to go through the worst, but never loses her tough nature. She's a strong female character, and Alia Bhatt gives an incredible performance for which she was rewarded Best Actress at one of India's most acclaimed award ceremonies. Tommy and that girl makes one team struggling with the effects of drug addiction, while Satash and Preet form the other, who try to find the man responsible for manufacturing the drugs. There was something that Preet said that I liked a lot and that really stuck with me. There are two wars to fight here, and the one fighting the people involved is actually the easier one. The war the addicts have to face when they want to overcome their addiction, that's the hard one. But when they are successful, they can all win together as a society. Udta Punjab is a movie that has something to say, and it's also a stylish gangster movie-like drama. It's rooted in reality, but told as kind of a fairy tale for adults. It's drastic and dirty, but it can also be so beautiful and charming. There's a lot of human despair, but there's also a lot of hope and empathy. Some moments can be too implausible. For example, the fact that a doctor like Preet is quite comfortable with Sartaj getting a big drug needle stuck to his neck at one point. But there are also so many scenes that are just wonderful and heartwarming to watch. While I thought Preet and Sartaj's investigation was quite forgettable, their relationship and little moments of getting closer to each other were handled with great care and love. The same goes for the encounter of our two other characters. Udta Punjab is often able to maintain a pretty nice flow, but unfortunately not throughout the whole movie. At times it's directed and edited like a fever dream, but there are instances where it stumbles a lot. At one point we even get a split screen that shows the different persons and their actions, but then it abruptly loses all energy and just fades to black. Later on, it seems that we are getting just another great song, and yes, the movie has great songs, but then it just stops. For me, the movie really shines at the beginning and at the end. The middle part was a little bit bumpy and unfocused, I think. I also found the supporting characters, especially the ones around Tommy Singh, a bit confusing, but in the end you get rewarded with a very powerful climax. In its style and extremes, the movie reminded me of the 20-year-old Japanese film Swallowtail Butterfly. Different setting, different story and even themes, and yet related in some ways. You might want to check that out. In German I'd say, Udta Punjab ist ein wilder, verrückter, brutaler, aber auch sehr menschlicher Filmtrip, dem ihr durchaus eine Chance geben solltet. I give Udta Punjab 7 out of 10. It's more like 7.2, but I don't do that. Alright, that's it like always. Comment below and let me know what you think about Udta Punjab. And also let me know what are some of your favorite films that deal with drugs. For me definitely City of God and Requiem for a Dream. You can hit me up on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram simply at TheJimmyCage. And if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe, whatever you like, and make sure you hit that bell for all I have to tell.